What's going on to you, Geminis? You have the Empress, the Sun, and you Geminis also have the Seven of Wands. So let me see. Right off the rip, you Geminis telling somebody off for denouncing some form of ideology. Okay, so it is a person. 100%. Yeah, it's a person. The Empress is you, the person that they have to impress. They have to make it be seen that, or known, or felt that you Gemini should allow them to come back. And the Sun card and the Seven of Wands speaks to how they want to make it seem like the two of you had so much fun together, and you did at a certain point. But you Geminis don't want them anymore, because you want evolved people who can see the bigger picture. And there's nothing wrong with that. People who don't essentially waste time with trying to play games, because playing games is a waste of time. Let's face it. The delusion is real. There's a thick delusion around a lot of people and their mentality. And that's what has them wasting a lot of time. Who's winning and who's not, and that perception of who's winning and who's not. And you Geminis are winning at life, because a lot of you Geminis out there have the capacity and the psychology, the mentality to look at things for what they actually are, versus the perception and the delusion that is presented in front of you as well. And the delusion is that you Geminis, people don't like you. You Geminis are bums. The delusion is that you're having a difficult time. But the reality of the situation is you are having a difficult time when it comes to you and interacting with others, because they're very insecure around you, and for whatever reason they want to start being on some delusional nonsense, right? They want to be on some goofy stuff, they want to pull some nonsense, but they're too stupid to understand pulling that nonsense is not going to do anything for you, but have you Geminis just leave them alone and have them looking stupid. So they just show themselves to be unhinged, which that's not the impression that they really want to make, if they expect you Geminis to accept them back, right? And see, then you have the Eight of Swords and the Four of Swords. So the Eight of Swords and the Four of Swords represents how you Geminis, basically, you are so focused on doing your own thing. A lot of you Geminis are working. You are working double shifts. You Geminis probably have opened up a business, right? Oh yeah, I want to go ahead and say this. I hope this person doesn't get upset at me, but Tarot by Gemini, I love you. I appreciate you if you're watching this. I don't know if you're watching this. And I'm gonna go ahead and hit the Cash App relatively soon. Give me some time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying immediately today, maybe, I don't know, but I promise you that I will have you in mind, and appreciate you. But anyway, the point that I'm trying to make here with that is the point. Oh yeah, and matter of fact, I'll just contact you, find that out, and I'll go ahead and Cash App you. But the point that I'm trying to make here with that is, so a lot of you Geminis are doing your thing, and I hope she don't get upset at me or mad or whatever. But the point is that I hope you Geminis, in a general sense, right? I was just speaking about one particular person, but but the thing is that you Geminis are focusing on what you need to do. You are. The Eight of Swords speaks to my point about how focused you actually are, and that you're doing it alone. You're doing it by yourself. It's not, you are learning the what you want to do, what you've been wanting to do to create and actually reach those goals, you're actually understanding what it specifically entails, what it actually is about. And because of that, you Geminis are becoming a lot more intelligent, like I said before, because when you have goals and you legitimately want to reach them, you will be surprised at how much studying you legitimately have to do. You know, if you want to get into real estate, you don't just say that you want to get into real estate and then so it shall be, right? You have to really work at it, understand the tools and how the real estate business is, how it's carved out, and how the game is played in real estate. And then from there, you can change the game by making it uniquely yours. But the situation is that the Four of Swords now represents how, so a lot of you Geminis, you have a lot of people upset that you don't want to get back together with them. They understand now that, you know, you're wanting to be with them is really coming to an end. You're not playing a game, you're actually serious. So the Three of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Six of Cups now this is really kind of like some people's last ditch effort to get you Geminis to see that if you continue on this route, you're really giving off the message that you don't want them around, and they can't tell if this is a game or not. They perceive you Geminis to be playing a game, but what they don't understand about you Geminis is, no, you're not playing a game, you're actually serious. You don't want anything to do with them anymore because, again, what do you and them have in common? Like, real talk, like the perception, the reality, you know what I'm saying? Like the what they can grasp versus what you can grasp is all off. And see that delusion that they have about what is versus what they want to happen is too far off. They're too opposing. They're too opposing than to actually mesh. And see, the thing with that is, like I said, the Six of Cups, they're coming back, right? But they're looking at it like, I can't really tell if you Geminis are being serious. But the way that you Geminis, their mentality is the way that you Geminis keep showing and telling them, and you're not contacting them. If you do, you tell them to leave you alone. You're standing, you're on it, you're sticking to the decision. Three of Swords, Page of Swords. They're like, yo, you Geminis are actually, you really want me gone. And see, the thing is that the Six of Pentacles and the King of Wands right here speaks to how you, So now they're really in kind of like again, like starting to have the last ditch efforts, which is like they're starting to bargain with you, where it's like, you know, Gemini, if you allowed me to come around, you know, it's this implication or this implying that they will bring all of this value to the table. But that's the stupidity, because a couple of things, because why didn't they do that before? And a total amount of value, if someone is going to be valuable, a total amount of value cannot be offered immediately. It has to be long term. Value has to be understood in time. That's how value is truly understood. Value has to be understood in time. And what I mean when I say in time, I'm talking about if a person musters up their entire value, then boom, is it really valuable? Is it really an asset? Because this is where it starts and this is where it stops. And see, the situation with that is that when it comes to value, right? Value essentially is adaptable, changeable, but one thing is consistent. There's value there. And see, this person may have spent way too much time trying to be in opposition, or, give you too much of a problem or whatnot. They're not evolving. They're not spiritually evolving. They're not changing. They think that being in a relationship is about maintaining who you are and never getting better with time in one way or the other. And that's not true at all. So they've shown you that they are lazy, because some of you Geminis may have been in relationships with them, but you've grown. You Geminis have done better for yourselves. You've changed. A lot of you Geminis went from being, cold and direct, right? And kind of playing mind games to not doing that anymore, because a lot of you Geminis understand, yeah, you can play as much mind games as you want to. And you Geminis are very good at it, like Virgos and everything like that. But at the end of the day, what is the value though? What is the cost of playing a game exactly? Your youth, your time, and how much time exactly do we have? No one truly knows. That's my point. So let's clarify the Six of Pentacles. Seven of Wands, Five of Cups, Knight of Cups, King of Cups, Six of Pentacles, to clarify the Six of Pentacles. So we're going to take the Six of Pentacles out because we can't clarify a card with the same card because it doesn't make any sense. So the Seven of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the King of Pentacles, they see you Geminis as really slipping away from them, and you're the one that will get away if they don't try something. So they're trying to do anything and everything that they possibly can, but they're starting to understand, and that's what's breaking their heart, that you Geminis, it's a done deal for you. It's a wrap for you Geminis and them. You don't want them. Let's clarify the Empress. I'm sure it will be something amazing, but let's clarify the Empress. Oh, and before I begin clarifying too, what also make you even more desirable is the fact that you Geminis are doing your own thing. So it's kind of like they see you winning and they want to be a part of that too. But to clarify the Empress, you have the Four of Wands, Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, and then you have the Six of Swords. Boom. That's my point. That is my point, which is it could have, see, if they were evolved, if they had a good head on their shoulders, if they wasn't playing so much, two of you could have been in a relationship on the way, potentially, if they actually use their common sense towards marriage, I guess, or see, I put quotations with the whole marriage thing because some people don't consider marriage to be valid until you go sign your name on a dotted line. But when I'm saying married, I mean the spiritual one, because and see, the thing is that the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups right here represents, but it's sad to see how they want to bring the value. And this is probably the reason why you got the Sun card in the first place, was because that was kind of like a prerequisite, or kind of showing you, hey, they were trying to bring the value, but you Geminis is like, nah, and probably the other cards were explaining it. And then the Page of Cups and the Six of Swords now is about, they're making it seem like I said, they're making it seem like you Geminis are losing your mind, right? But then at the same time, this is what I'm talking about. They're showing you yet again why they are incapable of being with you Geminis. If they are saying that you Geminis are losing your mind or acting like you tweaking or you don't know what you're doing, why would they, if they're healthy, according to them, why would they want to be in a relationship with a person who is too far gone? I'm gonna tell you what it says to me. What it says to, and you Geminis can let me know. What it says to me is that you Geminis are doing a thing that other people don't really comprehend what you're doing. And it's because of the fact that you Geminis have changed your environment. You've changed who you are. You've changed your environment is as well as you've changed who you are. You've changed as far as self-development. You've changed your way of doing things, and you've changed your environment, is why it is that they're looking at you like you're a completely different person, because you are. You know, you Geminis are doing amazing things. You have started the business. You are making money. You're not looking at someone for this or for that, or having certain people around. You are being selective about the company that you keep. And so everybody who knew you, who used to hang around you, are like, I don't understand what Gemini doing. Gemini, but they're trying to make it seem like you bougie now, but that's not it, and they know that. So that's it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Peace.